On this week's edition of Jag TV, we get an inside look on what the semester is going to look like. Also, we will get to hear from our Teacher of the Year as well as how South students know their trivia after the long break. All this and more on this episode of Jag TV.
From Blue Springs South High School, this is the award-winning Jag TV.
Welcome to the first episode of this semester. I'm Emily Wilson. I hope your new year is starting off right. We in Jag TV are so thankful that we were able to spend majority of first semester in person and are happy to be back. Here's Avery with an inside look at what this semester is going to look like.
The walls of South are full again after distance learning that took place from November 30th to the start of winter break. Though the halls are filled with students again, there are some changes taking place second semester.
Wednesdays where students are not in the building, that is something that we try to push for. Our teachers are doing an amazing job trying to balance both in-school students and distance learning. They're doing both. So what the Wednesday gives us is an opportunity to really connect a little bit more with distance learners if we need to. It also allows an opportunity to devote some more time in regards to getting caught up and staying caught up with workloads.
Students will be able to use Wednesdays to help get caught up and contact their teachers with questions or any help they may need. Another change this semester is when students can switch from in-person to distance learning. The
district has decided to change some policies with that. As you guys know, that there's now two deadline dates, February 1st and March 1st, where you can make a change on virtual versus in-person.
Teachers and students alike are happy to walk the walls of South again after a long time away. I'm Avery Rayler for Jag TV.
As you can see, COVID is already changing what this semester will look like. Here's Kennedy with an update on the district's COVID statistics.
This week, there has been a total of 26 cases within the Blue Springs School District. None of these cases were due to school-related spread. This has resulted in 87 students and staff being quarantined district-wide due to exposure. So far, there has been a total of 431 cases throughout the school year. The BSSD school with the most confirmed cases is Blue Springs South High School with 8. This week in Missouri, there have been 14,000 total cases and over 1 million countrywide. Be sure to visit bssd.net for more information regarding COVID-19 in the district. Remember to social distance, wear your masks, and stay safe, Jags. I'm Kennedy Stevenson for Jag TV.
Thank you, Kennedy. It is so important to be conscious of the pandemic and do our part so we can continue this semester in person. Regardless of COVID, this school year has had many highlights, including our Teacher of the Year getting some extra and well-deserved recognition. Here's Sawyer with more.
We have many amazing teachers throughout the district, but there is one teacher in this school that stood out the most. Last year, our very own Mr. Plummer won the school's and the district's Teacher of the Year.
Well, winning the building Teacher of the Year, I was in shock, kind of in disbelief. Pretty much the day after the world shut down with the pandemic, and it was right before spring break, and it didn't really sink in.
He enjoys getting to build relationships with his students the most, and when we went online last semester, it didn't feel the same since he couldn't physically see his students. He is excited to have his kids back this semester so he can keep building relationships with his students.
And so when you win the building, then you go and you put in application for District Teacher of the Year. So we had to videotape ourselves answering some questions. And I made a pretty goofy video with the help of my daughter. And it was kind of a surprise when they notified that I won the District Teacher of the Year. But it's a huge honor and pretty humbling when you know all the great teachers just in our building, let alone the district.
If you haven't already, make sure to head down to Mr. Plummer's room to congratulate him for this great award. I'm Sawyer Jackson for Jag TV.
Again, congratulations to Mr. Plummer. We are so thankful to have you here at South. Speaking of congratulations, over the break, news was announced about changes coming to South next fall. We would like to take the opportunity to congratulate our very own Dr. Bell on his transition to Assistant Superintendent. We are so sad to see you go, but look forward to all you will do. We would also like to congratulate Dr. Gettings on stepping into his role as head principal. We know you will both do great things. After the break, we find out about what new program next year is coming to South that local businesses donated to, and what South Sports accomplished during the online period.
critter in the closet.
Don't let pests control your life. Let Moxie Pest Control be your pain relief. That means a thorough inspection and treatment without dangerous chemicals. Experience the Moxie difference at killbugsfast.com. Moxie Pest Control, Kansas City's pain relief experts.
First, it was the love of your life. Then, the promotion you deserved. The daughter you planned for. And the son you didn't. Now you're ready for a new home. So how do you properly protect all this? To solve the big challenges of tomorrow, start with simple steps today. If you're ready to start, we're ready to help. So let's get started at countryfinancial.com.
Call your financial representative, Stephen Perch, at 816-795-6232.
Hey Jags, welcome back to school. This is Brandon Jackley, the owner of Chick-fil-A in Blue Springs. We want to show you some great things we've been doing with our drive-thru, and Brooklyn is going to show us what that looks like.
All right, let's go. Here, underneath the big tent, we've got 2 lanes full of vehicles, and we have up to 4 order takers.
Hi, I'm Emily. And here, when you pull up to the speaker boxes, we're going to take your payment so the process goes faster.
By the time you get to the window, your food is ready to go.
And the last stop you'll make after you get your food is our condiment station where you can get our famous Chick-fil-A sauce.
Come see for yourself at Chick-fil-A in Blue Springs, across from Home Depot.
Come see us soon.
Dahlquist Dental has been proudly serving Blue Springs and the community for nearly 40 years. They offer family dentistry to all ages, sedation dentistry, wisdom teeth extractions, and implant surgery. When it comes to insurance, they accept Delta Dental and all PPO insurance plans. And if you're on a very tight budget, payment plans are offered through Care Credit. Find out why so many have trusted Dahlquist Dental for nearly 4 decades. They're located just off the outer road in Blue Springs.
Give us a call or visit us at our website, dahlquistdental.com.
We'll see you soon.
News from South High School in the city of Blue Springs. You're watching Jag TV.
Welcome back. Recently, the Blue Springs School District has received a generous donation from Home Depot and J.E. Dunn for a new program coming next fall. The program is called Construction Career Academy, where students from all over the district will be able to learn more about the desired career field. The money will be used to purchase new tools and equipment to prepare for the first year of students. While we wait to look ahead to next fall, here's Izzy with what we can look forward to in the next coming weeks.
Now that we're finally back in school, there's a lot you should know. Seniors, scholarship deadlines are quickly approaching, so it's important to check your future school's website and our counseling center's weekly newsletter to stay up to date and to maximize your scholarship opportunities. Speaking of opportunities, the deadline to register for the February 6th ACT is January 15th. There will be a free ACT prep offered on February 2nd, so see your counselor if you want to sign up. Here at South, our goal is to stay safe, to stay open, which means that if you are experiencing any new symptoms, stay home. If someone in your house is ill, remind your family members to stay home until their quarantine ends. And don't forget that masks are always mandatory. Senate is already working on plans for Mr. Jag, and they have chosen the theme. So stand by for more information coming soon if you want to participate or watch.
So Mr. Jag is going to be on April 21st, which is a Wednesday. And then the theme is going to be James Bond. And any senior boys who want to do Mr. Jag, we're going to have an informational meeting on January 26th, before and after school, for all the information.
If you decide that switching from online school to in-person school, or vice versa, is best for you, then there's an upcoming day you'll be able to do so. February 1st is the deadline to submit an educational change, and it will take effect on February 8th. After that date, you won't be able to make a change again until March 1st. These deadlines are not flexible. That's all for reminders. Now here's Elise with City State Nation.
In city news, Kansas City Zoo is bringing back koalas for the first time in 5 years. They will be getting 2 new koalas that will first be spending a month in quarantine, which is standard protocol for all new animals. The koalas will be in an exhibit through the end of October. Kansas City is very excited for this new addition to the zoo. In state news, this past Tuesday, the University of Missouri's athletic department received a $10 million donation from an anonymous donor. This random gift came less than a month after the board approved a study for the construction of a new indoor football practice facility. Missouri is the only member of the SEC without a full-size indoor practice facility. In national news, last week protesters stormed the Capitol building out of frustration of recent political results. Starting as a peaceful protest, it quickly got out of control and turned violent. Protesters broke windows and made it into office floors. 4 people have died and there were also several injuries. Once the Capitol was safe and under control, the Senate was able to finish the electoral process and accepted Joe Biden as the next president.
I was really saddened by the events in our nation's capital last week. As a history teacher, I always teach about one of the hallmarks of American democracy is the peaceful transfer of power. And to see that disrupted and to see that not happening in our nation really made me sad and made me want to help our country restore peace and understanding and the ability to talk to one another.
That's all for City State Nation. I'm Elise Edwards for Jag TV.
Thanks, Elise. On a positive note, this semester the USDA has announced that for the remainder of the 2020-21 school year, both in-person and distance learners will eat free of charge. This applies to regular breakfast and lunch combo. Any a la carte items will still require payment. Coming up, we hear all about the exciting updates with South Sports. We will test the Jaguars' knowledge of the basics after our long break, and we will learn how you can make an impact in the community.
Hey, I'm Zach. Welcome to 2021. Come see us after school today. Our drive-thru's been open during this whole time. It's actually faster than ever. We got people out there when we need to, and there's too many cars to take orders, as well as we're getting you in and out and keeping the line moving. We got dining rooms, got social distancing going on. We're all wearing masks when you're in the store. Shakes, concretes, and as well as we have delicious cheese curds and butter burgers all time.
At Colonial Gardens, we're shaping hearts and minds through food, flowers, and trees. We have the highest quality plants for your yard and garden, and we offer classes and workshops to guide you along. There's even a market where you can get the freshest products from local farmers. Need a bite to eat? Grab a meal at the local coffee shop and cafe. We are your destination for local and fresh products. Come experience agriculture in a whole new way. Colonial Gardens, located just off South 7 Highway in Blue Springs. Go to our website at colonialgardenskc.com.
Welcome to Big Frog, where we make customized t-shirts and face masks in a safe social distancing environment. Let's get started. First, browse through our huge selection of shirts, which you can find online on our website, bigfrog.com/independence. Second, send a message to the store about what kind of shirts you're looking for, and one of our awesome designers will schedule a video chat. Third, it's off to our awesome printing machine. Then it's the best part, the call you've been waiting for. Your shirts are ready for pickup. We are doing curbside service and we'll bring them straight to your car. Try it today. Call Big Frog and Independence at 816-795-1115. And our website is bigfrog.com/independence.
Jag TV Sports is sponsored by Rod Sports of Blue Springs.
On Thursday, the wrestling team took on Liberty North on senior night. The Jags fought hard, but couldn't hold on, falling to the Eagles. They then competed in a tournament at North Kansas City on Saturday. The Jags dominated the tournament with many placement finishers. Gabby Hampton took second and Trinity Griner took third place on the girls. Theodore Dombrowski and Kaylin Smith-Peter took first overall. Evan Thielen, Tommy Laporte, and Sean Rojas took second, and Logan Maynard, Trey Griner, and Kendall Outlaw finished third. The Jags' next matchup is a tournament held at Staley on Saturday. Our boys basketball team headed over to Liberty High School to take on the Blue Jays last Friday. In the first quarter, the boys battled hard and kept it close, 16-17. After struggling in the second, they caught back up after halftime, keeping it close 40-51 headed into the fourth quarter. Unfortunately, the Jags couldn't hold on, losing 51-65. The boys' next matchup is Friday against Lee Summit North. On Thursday, our girls basketball team took on Liberty High School in a tight matchup. The girls started off strong, leaving the first with the lead, 18-13. Then, the Blue Jays started making a comeback, but the Jags held them off heading into the half with the lead. All tied up with a minute left in the game, Liberty took the lead, leaving the Jags just a few seconds to come back. Sadly, the girls couldn't convert, coming up short 42-46. Their next game is Thursday as they take on Lee Summit North Broncos. After not being able to compete at Mizzou, the girls swim and dive team hosted a smaller invitational on Saturday. Amy Pullard, Kara Good, Michaela Richards, and Kennedy Hecker won the first medley relay, finishing with an automatic state qualifying time. The girls also had two other state qualifying times, one of which was from the 200 free relay. Kara Good qualified in the 100 breaststroke a few minutes after leading off the 200 free relay. The team finished in second place with 465 points. The girls' next meet is January 19th here at South. Senior Juliana Biscari was All-State in diving her sophomore year, then missed all of last year for ACL surgery. Although it was a major setback, it didn't stop her. It was recently been announced that she just made state this week. Congrats, Juliana, and good luck at state. That's all for sports. Tune in live events at jagtvnews.com. I'm Micah Story, Jag TV Sports.
Thanks, Micah. We look forward to seeing what South sports teams will do with the remainder of the winter seasons. As you may have noticed, the winter weather has been strong coming into the new year. Blue Springs Christian Church certainly is noticed and is doing their part to help the homeless community by hosting their annual Freeze 'em for a Reason. Last weekend, they hosted the fundraiser where members of the community camp outside to raise awareness and funds to purchase blankets for those in need. If you would like to give back, the GoFundMe is still open and accepting donations. In other news, Polar Plunge is coming up quickly on January 30th. Student Senate will be participating in the plunge and you can too. Students who want to participate will need to raise a minimum of $75 to take the plunge. The money raised will go towards the Special Olympics. Now it's time to see what the South students remember after our extended absence from the building. Here's Kate and Abby with the facts.
With the long break that the students just had, we're going to be going around and testing their knowledge on what they remember. Who defined the law of gravitation? Newton. What are the three branches of government?
Judicial, executive, and legislative.
What is the capital of Missouri?
Washington, D.C.
How many letters are in the English alphabet?
26.
26.
What is the closest planet to the sun?
Mars.
What is the capital of New York?
Manhattan.
New York City.
Albany.
What is the force that causes objects to fall to the ground?
Gravity.
What is the largest country in the world? Colors mixed to make green.
Blue and yellow.
Good job, Jags. Thanks for watching the first episode of 2021. Remember to follow us on Twitter, Facebook, and at jagtvnews.com. See you next week.